Hello everybody, this is Allsize Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play... Like I was saying, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Nine Souls. In the previous episode, do we have a map? Yeah, kind of, but not really. In the previous episode, we were introduced to our character Yi and Xuan, whom apparently Yi cares for. More than he lets on, as he did save him from, well, this. Wouldn't do that if you didn't care. And now, well, honestly, we the player have no idea what's really going on here. Besides the fact that, you know, they're harvesting people. For what purpose? We're not sure. Well, I'm pretty sure Yi knows, but we don't. I'm just gonna ignore him. Wait a minute. Aha! This is why I play with a map, if possible. So that I know where, you know, all this is. Shouldn't have been staring at that wall. Warning, unusual activity detected in the livestock area. Perimeter breach by living organism detected. We are in trouble, my lord. Your destruction of the harvester earlier triggered a system-wide alert. To make matters worse, the Nine Souls could now be awakened even earlier. Doesn't matter. My actions were bound to draw attention sooner or later. I have prepared for the worst. Supposing that that is true, why then did you intervene so early? That wasn't part of the plan. Was it for that ape-man child? Don't question my judgment. Just do your job. Of course, please forgive my apprehension. It is just that all of our calculations have been thrown into disarray. In any case, please reach the predetermined safe zone as swiftly as possible. Exercise caution above all else. Odd that it has 4 different pillars here. I guess that's just for symmetry, but there were only 3 people that were meant to be harvested. Legal Solarian perimeter breach detected. Harvester damage, system shutdown, and repair initiated. Also, it seems like a certain someone whose name I've forgotten, Shenong, might have gotten in? Who knows? Let's see. Here we are. Ape-men surveillance footage. Guide to raising ape-men. Ape-men are capable of abstract thinking even prior to undergoing transmutation. Individuals that reject group living often exhibit violent behavior. Caution is advised when dealing with. The ape-men originate from the Pale Blue Planet, which was first discovered in a deep space observation report from the Haushian Sphere. They are one of the extremely few highly intelligent life forms in the Celestial Sphere. Interesting. So this implies we are not on planet Earth, but somewhere else, and that these people were taken from that planet, which, let's be real, it's Earth. Pale Blue Planet. Could be wrong. Yeah, that's one of the problems with having an SSD. The loading screens go by so quickly you can't read the, can't read the loading screen tips. May as well. Ah, wrong button. Something tells me that's gonna get me killed a few times. Okay. Well, this is bound to happen eventually. Huh. Okay. I'm guessing it's because I got this far that it didn't happen. But normally when you die the first time, you're supposed to go to this other zone where I guess it's meant to be a tutorial for parrying. But I guess because I got a certain distance, it doesn't trigger. Interesting. Okay, I should probably get up there and take care of the sniper before he takes me out. There, that's him taken care of. Soul Collect. Use Jin and experience fall onto the battlefield if he dies, giving him a chance to retrieve them after he is reborn. Hard to see if he's doing the Crimson attack from behind that staircase. Ooh, that does not do a whole lot of damage to him. Okay. I don't want to know if that thing explodes. Or rather, I don't want to find out if that thing explodes. Getting too greedy with my attacks. And hack this. Couple of chests. Oh yeah. Hidden behind the pagoda. Pagoda. Ah, so those ones explode. Fair enough. Not worth it. Okay, that's unfair. But I think I just leveled up and gained a skill point? Okay, can't interrupt enemy attacks. Fine, good to know. Got basic component widely used in processors for guards and various machines. The amount of Jin used directly affects their performance. Yields a small amount of Jin when recycled at the 3D printer. Okay, good to know. Okay, one of these. And I presume one, we can rest, and two, we can get a new skill. Hold down to greatly increase movement speed on flat ground. Shortens travel times along familiar paths. Maximum key charge capacity through advanced key training methods. Shadow Strikes inflicts increased damage when striking an enemy from behind with a strong attack. Strong attacks include any Azure Bow attacks and Final Strike of the Triple Slash and Talisman Explosion. Bullet Deflect. Deflect certain projectiles like arrows or bullets back at the enemy with a precise parry, useful against ranged enemies. Take a breather to recover internal damage after a precise parry. Increases damage inflicted by bullet deflect. Do I get the sprint or do I get the bullet deflect? Bullet deflect is cooler. Then I'll get the swift runner. Alright, let's rest. And I think I'm gonna go down this way. Or not. Come on, you can do it. Ah, so close. It made me try again. Maybe I'll get it this time. Ooh, nope, not that time either. Once more, I'm sure you got it this time. Nope. Wow, his buddy didn't even notice. Okay. Can't go that way. What's this? Oh, healing. Okay. Ow. Okay. Guess I know why that was there. I think I might be better off just sticking with dodging and... Also, something I didn't mention last episode. Is that you... There is a cooldown on your, on your dodge. Now, here's my question. Because that was a boss fight, is my stuff going to drop outside? Or do I have to actually beat him to get all my stuff back? I think I have to beat him. Nope. Right over here. Ow. Okay, my revenge starts here. Defeat Bai Chang. What do we got? Jade Stone, Stasis Jade. Attaching a talisman will temporarily immobilize that enemy. Time immobilized will vary depending on the enemy. Huh. Okay. And can't go through here. The only place we can go is New Kunlun Central Hall. Okay. Council digital signage. Tiandao Council recruitment slogan. Your first step into the eternal. As the Tianhuo catastrophe spread, the formerly secretive organization known as the Tiandao Council emerged into the open. They recruited technical personnel for the Eternal Cauldron project. Okay. With motivational slogans and invited the general public to ascend with New Kunlun, a new path to survival. This brought a glimmer of hope to Penglai, which had already plunged into doomsday panic. Okay, so something horrible is going on. This New Kunlun thing seems to be some way to solve it. Or at least there are attempts to do so. Whoa. My lord, I sense that you have made it safely to the council district. My worries were indeed unwarranted. Fusang seems to be flourishing more than ever. Alrighty then. Quite spectacular, isn't it? The caretaker of all Solarians has never stopped growing since your departure. What impact will this have?
Okay.
Rest assured, all impacts rest within an acceptable range of possibilities. That being said, this only further demonstrates the perfection of the mechanism you designed. The roots are very accustomed to their current environment. None of that matters anymore. So long as it doesn't get in the way. We need to reach the council code at the root pinnacle so that we can rebuild order and punish those criminals. Forgive my impudence, but access to the council code requires possession of all the soul seals. You will need to snatch them from the other 9 souls, who certainly will not give them up without a fight. Roll credits. If they've got a problem with that, then I'll just shut them up for good. As you are probably aware, my calculations predict that it will be a treacherous road to go down. But regardless, time is of the essence. Please, make your way to our predetermined safe zone. Alright. What's this? New Kunlun Launch Memorial. Inscriptions in front of the statue. The Tiandao Legacy, New Kunlun Launch Memorial, constructed Year 1 Foundation era. The Tiandao Council undertook the legacy of the legendary Fangshi Lear and initiated the Eternal Cauldron project upon Kunlun Island, the place where he began his journey. New Kunlun would bid farewell to Penglai and lead Solarians towards a new era. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm not getting past that thing. Looking at the map, I'm not getting past anything, so guess we're going through here. Activation failed. Mystic Nymph decryption required. Okay. obtained a fully charged Mystic Nymph. Press left trigger to activate Scout Mode. The Azure Flyer / Mystic Nymph can perform reconnaissance and hack into remote terminals to unlock new paths. It is the ideal choice for exploring unknown environments. It was once limited to its projection function due to a lack of power, but it has now returned to full functionality. Ah. Okay. The fact that it has a dodge function probably means that we could probably engage in, or that it will probably get attacked. Welcome back, Lord Yi. I have been waiting here for a long time. Did you lock the Mystic Nymph's secret chamber? Ah, yes, that was the only thing I could do at the time. The members of the council were deeply suspicious of you. All your belongings were destroyed after the incident. I was also supposed to be wiped out, but fortunately, I was still deemed useful. My systems were throttled down, but that was all that happened to me. I didn't think they'd also go after you. This servant has suffered only a fraction of what his master must have had to endure. What's important is that you're alive. No, what's important is that what I'm about to do. Time is not on our side. We need to act fast. And that's probably a bit of story and gameplay segregation. Yes, story-wise, we probably need to act fast, but gameplay, we can take as much time as we need. Kinda need to take as much time as we need in order to, you know, in order to explore everything. As you wish, but first I need to make the safe zone a bit safer. Activating anti-detection firewall. Establishing pathing interference in 3, 2... Alrighty then. Done. The alarm system of the Forest Seasons Pavilion has been turned off and its coordinates have been obfuscated. As long as the interference signal persists, your pursuers will not be able to find this place. From now on, you can use the pavilion's facilities as you please. If you are tired, you can rest here safely and enjoy the virtual scenery. Proper rest is also an essential part of the plan, after all. No need. I don't have that kind of spare time. Yes, you do. Understood. Next, we need to deal with the Jade system in your body. It seems to be in a critical state. The repair process will involve severe pain. Please bear with it. Repair completed. You remain very calm as always during the repair. You may now modify your Jade system at any root node. Anything else to report?
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier, in order to gain control of New Kunlun, you must possess the seals that belong to each of the 9 souls. The souls are currently spread out, each responsible for monitoring and maintaining operations in their respective zones of New Kunlun. Can you pinpoint their locations? Please forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I do not have the permission to access that data. The only thing we can be certain of is that due to your presence, the 9 souls will awaken one after the other. You must therefore reduce any risk by invading each of their zones in the shortest time possible. I know. There's little I can do for you once you leave this facility, but I will do everything I can to assist you remotely. Be careful, and may fortune be in your favor. Okay, Jade System. The Jade System has been repaired and can be configured at any root node. This system was developed by the ancient Fang Shi Guild to assist in combat. Inserting different Jades unlocks extraordinary abilities for the user. It should be noted that that an extensive Jade system requires a great deal of computing power. My lord, it's been several centuries since you last departed. A regular life form would have had to endure countless winters and span multiple generations. I've been wanting to ask you this ever since I came back. Where is your sentiment setting at right now?
Okay.
My sentiment setting is currently locked at 90%. Who was it that adjusted your original settings? I have been ordered to not divulge that information, but your incident seems to have affected them greatly. They came over often to chat with me after you were gone. They even activated my built-in therapist module. Alright. Ah, I found you! Phew, I finally caught up with you. How did you get here without getting killed by any of the guards? Schwan Schwan. There's no way I would miss out on a hero's quest. Stop fooling around. How did you get here? Anong brought me here. He found a hole underneath the altar and wanted to check it out. I asked him to bring me along. Huh? Anong? You mean that paranoid Shanong? Yeah, on our way we ran into a bunch of monsters in heavy armor. They were all swinging their swords around and it was terrifying. There was this huge glowing golden beetle too. Anong accidentally touched it and he immediately jumped in pain. I also saw those terrible machines. You shouldn't be here. Like you can talk, you ran away without explaining anything. He's got you there. What did you do at the ceremony? Where are we? Is this your old home? Where's Shenong? You need to go straight back to the village with him. No, I don't want to go back. You were the one who said I can make my own destiny. All I want is to stay with you. I'll do anything. I'll even do all the cooking and cleaning. Please let me stay. You can stay here for now as long as you promise not to step outside. We'll discuss this again after I'm done with my business. You trying to trick me again? You better not run away on your own. Don't worry. You just stay put. I've got nowhere else to return to anyway. Okay, well, be careful out there. I'll stay here and wait for you. I've never seen such smooth stones in my life. How were they made? These lights, they glow without fire. It's incredible. It's going to take some time for you to understand our Solarian world. Solarian? Is that what you call yourselves? So there is a world outside the village. You never told me about any of this. That's so sneaky of you, Yi. I'm here now, so you may as well tell me everything, right? You'll just get more confused the more you know. No, I won't. You know I'm not that dumb. I'll teach you nice and slowly when I get the chance. Yay! Pinky promise? Pinky promise? Means you can't lie. You have no suitable items to give at the moment. Okay. Let's just take a look around here. We can recycle stuff like this basic component. Hoping I don't need it later. Ricochet Jade. Medical Jade. Increases health restored with the medicine pipe, but slowly applies healing over time rather than immediately. Healing is instantly interrupted if damage is taken. Okay. Allows talismans to simultaneously hit an additional target. Useful for battles against multiple enemies. Pipe Vial. Increases the number of times the pipe can be used. Vial to restore medicine for your pipe. Due to health risks related to medicine, overdose vials and other peripherals were once banned across Penglai. Apparently something bad enough happened, and I've got just enough for this. Yes. I would like to increase the amount I can heal. Can't get to that. Well, we're just about out of time, so I'm just going to take a look around the Four Seasons Pavilion, which doesn't seem to have a whole lot to it. I'm just going to end it off. Alright, well, with that, we are out of time for this episode. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.